My name's Dan, and this is Kelly Cadden, and we've lived on Lee Drive for a little over a year now.
And we are expecting our first baby any day now, and we are very, very excited.
When we moved into the house, we knew one way or the other we had to get to know our neighbors, and it was something we really wanted to do, but didn't know really how to get into it.
So a few weeks back, when Cornerstone did the series on the art of neighboring, it really spoke to us from when we first moved in what we wanted to do, and it gave us a way to do it. And then all of a sudden, just one night at youth, there was another couple that lived on our street, Mary and Joseph Robertson, and Mary serves with me at youth, and I was just asked her if she'd be willing to throw a block party with us, and we pretty much in a week and a half put it together. It took very little time for us meeting. We just threw it together.
It was fun to see my wife, 8.5 months pregnant, going through the planning process of this, where her and Mary got together and they went to house and got to talk to these people and start to get to know them, and then the process of planning was part of getting to know the neighbors. It worked out very well.
We decided that we wanted to go around and pass out flyers door to door, so Mary and I went around, and this was probably my favorite part of the whole experience, because I realized I didn't know hardly any of my neighbors, couldn't even tell them their names or what they did. So we got to give a flyer to each person on our street and introduce ourselves and tell them what we were doing. But one of the neatest things was meeting a lady who lived by herself. She was a widow, and her husband died about 6 years ago, and she looked at the flyer and just got so emotional and said, I have been wanting to meet some of the people on our street and didn't know how. So she was really, really excited about the block party, getting a chance to get to know her neighbors and maybe see if there was anybody else on the street that was looking for a friend.
Thursday rolled around and the party was going. We had people showing up. We had close to 40 people show up, and it was just fun to really get to know people from what they did and where they went to church and who they what they like to do and spend time doing. It was just a neat experience to get to see all the neighbors come together in one place and just hang out on a nice summer evening.
That was the weeks of thunderstorms every single day, and so when Thursday rolled around with horrible clouds in the sky all day, I just knew that it was going to be canceled. And but miraculously, the skies were clear, and it was a beautiful Thursday evening where kids were playing in the front yard. The men were all grilling hot dogs, and us girls just sat around in tailgate chairs getting to know each other. The biggest thing is how simple it was. We didn't plan any major activities. We didn't time out what we were going to talk about. It just naturally happened. So already before people left the block party, they were all asking, okay, who wants to throw it in the fall? What can we do? And we had another couple that goes to our church volunteer to throw a back to school bash in the fall, maybe with ice cream on their back porch, and everybody was already talking about how much fun it was going to be and how they couldn't wait for the fall to roll around. Once the baby comes, I think that it'll be even better, because I'm hoping, again, we have high hopes of walking our street in a stroller, and now we'll be able to know some of their names. There's a bunch of the older ladies that I know would love to just see a baby, and just hopefully getting to bring some joy to them with having kids around. People think we did it on purpose. We didn't.
Everybody made jokes when they were leaving, them talking about how we did this all just to get people to bring
food and diapers,
food and stuff like that. But it was by no means our plans. It was just exciting to get to know our neighbors.
Maybe some babysitters, but
yeah,
not free food. But it wouldn't hurt.